So, my name is Sunil. I'm from Delhi. Regarding my educational qualification, I have been an engineer. And talking about what I do for a living, I have been an English teacher for quite some time, where I have a sort of institute where I have quite a few students who I try to share my knowledge with. And plus, I have been using a YouTube channel where I upload some videos which are based on English. Talking about my hobby, I love listen to music. So that's it.
Okay, are you in the final year of BTech? You are only you have just only started.
Uh, you might be taken aback to know that I did my BTech in 2012, almost a decade ago.
Okay, okay. So in which field? I mean,
The prof-
mechanical,
I did it from computer science.
computer science.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, I just want to ask one thing. I'm curious about this that you have done BTech and you are heading one institute. And
Mhm.
so, would you please tell me that how? Yeah.
Yes, the profession you choose is all about your whole interest. Whatever you are deeply interested in, you must go for that. And it really doesn't matter what qualification or what degrees you have. The same goes with me. I did BTech, but I was not aware, I was not interested in it. And now I feel that I do not know anything. I'm not good at technical things. That's why I chose a different profession. And when it comes to English, I think English is something I love unconditionally. I love English and I want to speak English as much as possible. In order to have the same thing, I started teaching. I teach because I can have that environment where I can talk to people, where I can share my knowledge with people, and keeping one thing in mind that I'm going to speak English fluently. I'm going to be the best speaker of English till I'm alive. For that, I run an institute.
Okay, in your hometown only?
I'm from Delhi, so my institute is very near to my home.
Okay, I saw. I watched one of your video and I saw the background was of board. So I thought the same might be possible that you are running an institute. Yeah. Okay. If I ask that about the grammar topics that you take, I mean, once you want to teach a student who really wants to improve their spoken English, then what are the grammar topics you take for that complete curriculum?
Hmm. For me, grammar is indispensable. Without grammar, I never ever teach. And this is the stepping stone. If you want to be successful or if you want to be the ace speaker of English, you better know grammar. For grammar, I teach them from Hindi to English, and depending on their level, what kind of level they have or where they want to learn it from. If they want to learn it from basics, then I go from Hindi to English. If they already know so many things but they do not have proper melia of English, then when they join my institute, they get that atmosphere. So that's how I teach them. So I teach my students according to their level. Whatever they want me to teach, I'm ready with this. But there is a process that bit by bit they are going to learn things. And when I teach, if I teach tenses, I make sure that first we need to practice those tenses a lot. After that, we can go for another topic. Then I go for modals. Then I have conditionals. When I feel okay, they have used these grammar lessons very nicely, I must teach them something else, or I must teach them, or I must take them to the advanced level. That's how I teach.
Okay, if I ask for the tenses, I mean, it's a very basic topic. So how long it takes? I mean, how many days it takes to complete this tenses topic?
All right. Yes, the thing that I always believe in is slow and steady wins the race. I always teach my students slowly. In one day, I teach one tense. After that, we go for practice. For instance, if I teach present simple tense, and I make sure whatever we have learned or whatever I have taught, my students need to practice it at least for 2 to 3 days. When I feel okay, they are good at tenses or they are good at that particular tense, then I move ahead. Then I choose another topic to teach. For me, the tense, let me tell you, the tenses I always prefer: present simple tense, past simple tense, or present perfect, future continuous, or past continuous. So these are the tenses I focus on.
So you just make complete them. I mean, one topic one day. I mean, one type of tense one day, positive sentence. I mean, the negative and the
Yes.
interrogative.
Yes, whole I complete in one day. Yes.
Got it. With notebook or without notebook? Only oral practice.
Yes, and I tease them, and then we go for some examples. They make examples, and I tell them how they can practice. And there is one of the books that I follow, and I used to take classes from one of the best teachers of my area, and I try to imitate him a bit. So the books I used to improve my communication skills, same I recommend to my students. That is Raymond Murphy. I go for Raymond Murphy. It has some exercises. So I tell my students to practice from that book.
Got it. Actually, my subjects are in commerce. I did am. So, but what happened exactly when I joined in one school, when I applied in one school for the job, at that time they appointed me as a mother teacher of grade two, and that time I was like, okay, I was trying to be, I was trying to get appointed there as a teacher of higher classes, but I was appointed as mother teacher only. Then after 6 months, they said you are not, you are only fresher, so you need time. So after few months, they appointed me as a coordinator. So I started speaking in English more. And you know what happened? I started delivering classes, also spoken classes. I studied so much. I studied grammar topics. Slowly and gradually it happened. I don't know how it happened, but yes, I practiced so much. So it happened, and now I have keen interest. I mean, in this English language. So I upload videos and I teach students in my tuition center also. Yeah.
Okay. So congratulations for clearing that seated exam. And second thing is that yes, it's after listening to you, it seems that a blessing in disguise. Earlier your profession was different, or you were appointed for something else. You were not there what you really wanted to do. And after that you became a coordinator. And that's very cool. I guess this is the beauty of English. When you know English, you are given more opportunities. I don't feel that in all organizations you are going to find better speakers, but if you are the best speaker of that organization, you might represent it, and you are going to have a lot of opportunities. Everyone will say, okay, this person is going to handle this situation.
Yeah, even at home also I try so much. I tried at one platform. The name is Planet Spark. Yeah, I tried there also. Yeah, there as a public speaker trainer. Yeah, I tried there, and even when I got selected there, I tried so much to get enrollment of the students, but I didn't get time for that. In this year only I did this. Yeah. So this is a so like you were saying about the public speaking, so that's why it came into my mind that I should share this thing with you. That yes, speaking, it's like a, yeah. I mean, whenever I see audience, I really love to use mic, and I feel camera is my friend. Mic and speaking in front of public. When I did job there in the school, at that time I attended so many things like annual functions and events, activities. So there, I had to speak more on mic. So that's why my spoken has become this much. Only this is the reason. Practice, practice, practice. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
yes, I want to ask you one thing, that when we work for any organization or for any school or anything, don't you feel that that point of time we do not have any leeway? Like whatever we want to do, we can't do that. And for it, I have an idiom, that is, they we have to tie the line, means we have to do things according to them, whether we agree or not, but we have to do that. If you
yeah.
want to
True.
discuss if you want to discuss internet, but the school you used to work, they might give you, okay, you must not talk about internet, you must talk about dowry system, you must talk about education system in India. So yes, what is your take?
Look what happened exactly. I was so lucky in that. I mean, I was so jammy because when I joined there, I was that kind of person. I always wanted to teach according to my way
Okay.
because the topic I to take, I always take. That's why I give so many interviews, so many. But I didn't join everywhere. Yeah. So when I joined in that school, our sir was so good. I mean, he said, teach whatever you want to teach. Take the
Oh,
topics according to you. Yeah, he was so good. Even the activities, whatever I propose them that sir take this activity. It will be very helpful and fruitful for the student. He said, okay, go ahead. So he was very good. No, it didn't happen with me, but yes, in the other schools where I jobbed, yes, there it happened, but not in that school where I jobbed for 4 years.
okay, you were lucky enough then.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he was very good. Yeah. If I tell you that if I leave you at one place where there are only people who speak only one language, which is Japanese. So
All right.
would you speak a Japanese language within a month?
Everyone speaks only Japanese.
No one knows any other language.
Yes, certainly. If I get to speak only one language, if I do not know that, I'm going to learn that language very quickly because you are going to get the ambience of that language round the clock.
Yeah, it happened when I was working in that school. There it happened. Yes, directed my students that students you have to speak in only in this language, English.
Mhm. Right.
They like, ma'am, we don't know the meaning of this, ma'am, this and this. But yes, it happened. I mean, when everyone was speaking in English language at that time, they all were speaking the same language. I was speaking the space. But what happened? They started speaking those words also because they listened. I mean, they heard all the words in English language, so they started speaking also. So it is the way. Yeah, this is by this way we do. Like sometimes here also I do. Okay, students, you have to speak only in English language, but I feel that sometimes we have to take help of their native language also.
Right.
Sometimes only
Yes,
case of
yes. Yes, sometimes it is important. Yes. Here I completely agree with you.
yeah,
All right. Take care. Hope to see you in future.
yeah, sure. Nice to meet you. Okay, bye bye.
Bye. Take care.
You too.